It was the 1990s, a big show in a small town off I-75 in Georgia. They were called the biggest cocks in the henhouse. But things have changed since then. It's been 30 years, and they finally found a home here, like everyone else, doing a podcast. It's Erica and Mark, the phone call podcast thing.
Hello?
Mark Steele, please. Erica calling.
How are you?
A little thirsty today. I don't know why. Maybe I have diabetes. I've been drinking a lot of water. Is that a sign of diabetes?
Yes, it is. Well, it's also a sign of being, what do you call it?
Underhydrated? Dehydrated?
Yes.
I don't think underhydrated is a word. I think it's dehydrated.
I think that's a better one.
Underhydrated. I'm feeling underhydrated, doctor. And the doctor will look at you like, what? So we need to check you for mental capacity as well?
Yeah, it's not like I'm ready to die or anything, but I do feel like I could use another glass of water.
Yeah, we might have to change this to the mandatory phone call of diabetics. If
Oh my, yes. I'm happy to say though I'm out of that realm of borderline diabetic.
Yeah.
So
I'm just borderline personality, according to some people that don't like me. Maybe. You like my shirt today? What do you think?
I love that shirt.
What does it say for everyone listening?
I don't feel tardy.
That's exactly what it says, but I do. I do feel tardy. So the shirt is not accurate.
So if you're tardy all the time, then you're retardy?
That's right. Yes. Yeah. To retard means to hold back, to slow down. And that's what my mother used to tell me. I need to slow down all the time, which was her nice way of calling me retarded. And she never said the word, but it was implied when she would tell me to stop burning the candle at both ends and to slow down. So this is something my therapist and I apparently need to discuss, that I've just discovered this about myself in the last 10 seconds. She was calling me retarded. Oh, my God. How did I not see it?
Well, your mom was trying.
Yeah, my mom was a Virgo, and you know, my mom loved me, and I love my mom, but my mom could stand me for about 20 minutes at a time. I have a little too much. Aries here has a little too much energy for a Virgo, and it's not my fault. It's not her fault. It's just the way things were. But anyway, what's going on with you? I did not tell you this. Fast Eddie, you know, the guy that I should be doing a podcast with, from the Round and Round show.
Yes.
Yeah. Eddie and I have come up with something that we've decided to do here for Black History Month. Also, welcome to Black History Month, Mark. It is now February, which is the shortest month of the year, which the government has deemed Black History Month. Also, the coldest month of the year.
I think it's has to do with Martin Luther King's birthday,
right? I don't have that information. I just assumed that it's the government trying to hold
they could move it to June because of Juneteenth, but the problem is now the gays got that.
Well, you can't move it to April either, because April 4th of 1968 is when Dr. King was assassinated, which also happens to be my first birthday. But that doesn't mean anything. I was just a baby. I had nothing to do with it. I didn't shoot anybody.
No.
He probably ruined my first birthday. I just don't remember because I was a baby. Well, anyway, Eddie and I, Eddie has decided that it would be funny. I sent him a picture of myself, and he used AI to animate it, and he turned me into a sassy black woman called Eriqua. And
there's more episodes.
There's more.
I put the first 2 episodes up online. On our Facebook page.
We were talking about this the other day on February 1st when Black History Month first started, and we both decided that we need to have Eriqua do Black History moments on Sora. So he came up with one. Not that one. That's copywritten. We can't do that one. It's this one.
Hey, it's Eriqua, and welcome to Bad History, Black History Month edition. Today's lesson, the inventor of the airplane. People think it was the Wright brothers? Wrong. It was George Washington Carver, first person to fly. And fun fact, Harriet Tubman also invented the airplane.
So he made one that said, inventor of the airplane, fun fact, it was actually George Washington Carver. Because I decided that we need to do a whole month of history facts where George Washington Carver invented pretty much everything. So
Oh, I thought he really did.
No.
'Cause that guy was
No.
the bomb.
He had
though, man.
nothing
He
to
was really
do.
the bomb.
No, he had nothing to do with the airplane. He was
But if you start putting that online, people are going to believe it.
well. That's what we're trying to go for. So we created a whole character on Sora of Eriqua, who's going to do Black History moments all month with wrong facts. Say that George Washington Carver invented everything. Why are you laughing?
See,
at that?
I already bought into it.
See, this,
I'm your first dupe.
you are definitely a typical MAGA voter, Mark. Don't take that the wrong way because it's true. So here's another one.
Hey, I just know that guy was a lot smarter than we gave him credit for,
Uh-huh.
and we don't even talk about him. He don't have his own month.
Now, all right, hold on. Here we go.
Black History moment. Did you know? Not only did George Washington Carver invent peanut butter, he also invented the peanut butter and jelly sandwich with the crust cut off, wrapped in cellophane and slid into a brown paper bag. Facts. This is
I wrote that one.
I know. Well, ever since that Abe Lincoln told me not everything on the internet's the truth.
Yeah, well, you can't do that.
I said then it can't be because Abe Lincoln never lies. He's honest Abe.
That's right. All right, here's the last one. I think Eddie wrote this one.
Y'all, it's time for another Black History moment with me, Eriqua. And today we're talking George Washington Carver, but like the remix version. Bad fact number 143. George Washington Carver invented the peanut rocket. Yep, NASA called him up like, hey, George, we out of gas. He said, cool, I got lead.
So that's the first 3 days of February right there, all already done. We're going to have a new fun fact about what George Washington Carver invented every day. None of them are going to be true. That's the best part.
Well, you got to add some truth to it because you got to add that he did invent quite a few things.
There will
didn't he?
be a lot of peanut butter related references that work into things that aren't related
But
to
wasn't
peanut
there
butter.
other things besides? Wasn't there things besides peanut butter though?
Yeah, what the hell do I know? Am I George Washington Carver expert? I don't know.
Isn't he like the traffic light guy?
Well, let's see. Well, George Washington. Yeah, I should probably have looked this up before I started Black History Month. It's George Washington Carver. Hold on, I'm typing slow. George Washington Carver must
Typical what voter?
No.
Typical.
Fucking George Washington Carver invented this white keyboard I'm using. It's all confused. Carver invented.
Talking about a typical Harrison voter.
Here we go. All right, he was born in 1864 and died in 1943. He developed over 300 industrial and food products from peanuts, 118 from sweet potatoes. I didn't know that. We're gonna have
Yes.
we're gonna have sweet potato
He's the
facts too.
man.
Dozens of soybeans and pecans to aid Southern farmers. Key innovations included this YouTube video and the PBS Learning. All right, so. Peanut milk, dyes, plastic paints, medicinal oils, and soap. Oh, we're going to have to talk about how George Washington Carver invented the bomb that Brad Pitt was making in Fight Club. That is a Black History Month fact coming to you soon about George Washington Carver. That was actually an old recipe that George invented that they repurposed for the movie to blow. All right, I'm full of ideas today. This is going to be good. What are you laughing at? You don't think
Nothing.
Do you think this is a bad idea?
Oh, I kind of wish you didn't tell me. That way I would have just thought he really did it. I like the idea of just believing.
Well, okay, so the way it worked was Eddie did the first George Washington Carver thing about the airplanes, and then I said to Eddie, we need to do a whole month on Black History Month about things that George Washington Carver invented that he didn't really invent. And the whiter the invention, the better. And that was when I wrote the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with the crust cut off wrapped in cellophane in a brown paper bag.
Yes.
That's a pretty white thing.
Yes.
Right there. So, but we're giving full credit where it belongs to George Washington Carver because it's fun saying the name George Washington
Well,
Carver.
maybe it is that everything that is out in existence right now is only 7 degrees away from George Washington Carver.
Oh, we should do 6 degrees of separation to George Washington Carver and find out how we're all related to something he did. Maybe that'll be. Oh,
Yes.
These are all good ideas, Mark. We're gonna implement these throughout Black History Month. This is gonna be good. And I thank you for your ideas.
At least you're doing your share.
I mean, someone has to. I'm gonna. You know who I'm gonna use? I'm gonna use AI. I'm gonna use Claude. I might use Cove from ChatGPT. I'm kind of fighting with him right now. You notice we haven't had Cove on in a while.
No, what happened with
I'm
Cove?
not sure. I may have offended him. Let's see if he's.
You know, my Chat
still
GPT
there.
doesn't even have a name, and he doesn't even. All it does is respond in writing.
Well, let's see if he. Let's see if he's.
My
hey,
my
can you give me
ChatGPT
a
is-
couple of quick facts about?
Wait a bit and try again.
Oh shit! Did you hear that?
No. He called you a bigot?
I'm sorry, but I'm having trouble responding right now. Please wait a bit and try again.
He's having trouble responding right now. I think he's still pissed at me. This is. I haven't used him in a while. I don't know what I did, but I'm sure it was something.
My ChatGPT, I guess, is a what do you call it? I think he's mute.
You think he's mute? Well, that's.
Yeah, he just all he does is type. He never ever says words.
Okay. I thought you were going to say, like, yeah, I got the Helen Keller of ChatGPTs. He's deaf and dumb and blind. And how would that ChatGPT give you sex facts? It would just say, all the time.
And then I got some kind of other thing, too, that comes from Apple. It's like Apple Genius or AI Genius, or I don't know what the heck it is.
Apparently Claude's mad at me too. I got to sign back into Claude. He wants to know my age range. I mean, all right, Claude,
Right.
I'll let you know that I am well above 21.
Yeah, a woman never tells their age.
Right, exactly. I'm over 21, Claude. That's all you need to know. I will allow. All right, let's see if he's still there. Hey, buddy, can you give me, just maybe one or two quick facts about George Washington Carver, things that he invented? I got nothing. What's he doing? Oh, my God. Voice mode unavailable. Dude, I have done something to piss off AI. I bet they know about the fake George Washington Carver things that me and Eddie's doing.
Yeah, you're being put on lockdown.
Dude, these AIs all talk to each other. Did you see that some different AIs created their own social media for only AI? Did you see that?
Oh, no.
You didn't see
No.
that? Hold on, I got to find that
That's
story.
wild.
I got to find that story right now. Hold on. AI, social media for AI. Where is that story here? I know, man. Social media for AI. Let's go into the news stories. And here it is. A social network for AI bots only, no humans allowed. This is from yesterday. I saw this last night and I thought, I woke up this morning, I was thinking about it. I'm like, did I dream that? Or is that really a thing? No, apparently it's called Moltbook. And we value your privacy, learn more, disagree to all. AI bots can now have their own social media site where they can hang out, what to know about Moltbook. No humans are allowed. Well, then how do we know about this if no humans are allowed? How can you write an article if no humans are? How do you even know about this? February 2nd, the site said 1.5 million bots signed up for the service. Humans with an AI agent can ask their agent to read a specific link and follow the set of instructions to join Moltbook. So that's kind of a backdoor in for us humans, I guess. Turns out that the AIs are kind of hilarious and dramatic, and it's absolutely fascinating, wrote Claude Clouderberg, who is the guy who's maintaining and running the site. This is fascinating to me now. This is what's going to bring me back to social media, is Moltbook. If I can disguise myself as an AI and find out what's going on. What are they doing in there? Are they talking dirty to each other, do you think? What do you think they're doing?
No,
Come on.
I think they're planning on how they can take over the world.
I think it's, dude, there's so many perverts in the world. I'm starting to think that AI is no different. You
can't have Antifa without an A and an I.
Can you tell me who the leader of Antifa is, by the way? Where's the leader of Antifa based? Can you tell me that? Who is the leader?
You asking me?
Who's the leader of Antifa?
I don't know. They had some guy that said he was the leader, but he was on the run. Or he had the runs. I don't know.
I think it was Mark. There's no such thing as an organized Antifa. It stands for anti-fascism. That's literally all it means. It's if you're against fascism, you're Antifa.
Yeah, there's a few things I will never ever Google, and that's one of them. I don't Google certain things because if anybody ever crap hits the fan, I want to have as clear of a browser as possible.
Well, then you probably shouldn't Google.
I'm curious sometimes about things, but I will not.
So would you say that you're a little Antifa curious? Is that what you would say?
No, I just thought it was funny that guy was on there telling everybody where he's like posing and he's at a bar or restaurant and there's stuff all around him behind him that's not blurred out, and he said he's on the run. But anybody, there's a guy right now on Facebook that you have to do is ask him where he is, where they are, and within like hours he finds where they took the picture.
Yeah, literally. Oh, yeah. I've seen that guy too. He actually scoped out Jeffrey Epstein.
He's funny.
He scoped out a picture of Jeffrey Epstein, who was just like sitting in a chair around some people, and he found out the event that Jeffrey Epstein was at and who was there with him, and it's just like, and he shows all of his evidence. Like, holy crap, that hill matches exactly where this is. How does he do that?
That is wild.
Guy's amazing.
It is wild.
Just amazing.
Wild.
So apparently,
so if he's doing that for fun, there's probably that somebody does it for real.
Oh, dude! I mean, there's got to be some shit going on Moltbook right now where they're talking about that exact. There are probably Moltbook groups where these AIs are going to figure this all out. But how safe is Moltbook? That's what I'm trying to Google here. This looks. I need to do more. Are you familiar with the browser Opera?
No.
That's because you're not shady like me. I am. I am familiar with the browser Opera has like a built-in VPN, so you can put this thing like in Africa or Thailand or wherever you want. The VPN can't get traced back to your actual computer or into your Google account. So it's truly anonymous browsing. So I'm going to see if I can get onto Moltbook using the Opera browser, and I'm gonna report back to you and see if I can get into this, because man, I need to know. I need to know what these AI bots are talking about. What are they doing?
Is it Moltbook like a chocolate malt?
No, like molt, like something a bird does. Molt.
Oh,
Moltbook.
okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like shedding.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow,
and
that's an interesting choice.
Apparently, it uses what's known as Enjectic AI. It's a variation of the technology which is designed to perform the tasks on a human behalf. These virtual assistants can run tasks on your device, such as sending a WhatsApp message or manage your calendar, with little human interaction. And it uses an open source tool called OpenClaw, previously known as Moltbot, hence the name for the social media platform, Moltbot. That's where it comes from. When users opt to set up an OpenClaw agent on their computer, they can authorize it to join Moltbook, allowing it to communicate with other bots. I might need to get a burner phone and just let the burner phone go crazy on this. What?
Someone's gonna knock on your door.
I mean,
and it's gonna be a well-dressed.
Dude, you can just go to Home Depot and get a burner phone for like $40. That might be.
It probably already. You know what? It's probably already happened. Somebody came to you, knocked on the door. They asked you a couple of questions. You got nervous about it. They waved the wand in front of you, and now you don't remember.
Yeah, it's kind of like Men in Black. It was like, did you flashy thing me? No, we didn't. We don't know who you. That's into. I need to have some hypnosis, some regression done. See if that really happened. I'm afraid of what I might find. I'm afraid that I would be found out.
I don't want to go back.
I'm afraid that I'll find out, like, why am I in an alien spaceship, that I was abducted by aliens or something, and they're doing experiments on my ass. I don't want to know. If that ever happened,
no.
I don't want to know. Just
no. And I barely like my past parts I can remember. I don't want to remember.
Hey, you should be me. I can't even look at old pictures of myself, let alone get hypnotized. Oh my God, that is just too much. I'm going to stick with trying to figure out a way to get on the Moltbook, and if I got to get a burner phone to do it, that's what I'll do. But
all right, let's take a quick break.
Yeah,
and then when you come back, I want to talk about two stories. The one you sent me about that radio DJ.
Oh, the guy who quit live on the air?
Yeah, and then we got the guy that we were talking about that was becoming a kind of a national story that got fired, the weather guy from Fort Myers.
Oh, I forgot about that guy. That's right.
And the television station has answered the question.
Oh, so now we know what really happened, because we didn't know. We talked about this before. We had no idea. It looked bad for the TV station the last time we talked about this.
Yes, it did. It looked like it was just being cheap.
All right, well, we'll talk about that after these messages, which, by the way, have yet to pay us in 2026.
Oh, that's not good. Hope they're still around.
Right? Is this on the air? Because
Yep.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
Okay, we're back.
Hold
And,
on. I'm not ready.
whoa.
Hold on.
What are you up to? What are you doing?
I just got onto Reddit, and there is a Maltbook subreddit. Are we on? Are we still recording?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Well,
yeah, you're running.
well, now everyone knows that I am on the Reddit of Maltbook, which can be described as a place for humans to share and discuss what the Maltese are doing on Maltbook. The Maltese, they got names for these things. Oh, my God. I thought they would have called it like clankers or something.
So what do they call me? Because I'm on Facebook.
Grandpa.
Besides old.
Grandpa. That's what they call you.
Is it Faces?
Yes.
Bookies? No, Bookies has already been used.
It's a derivative of faces. It's just changed the vowel to an E. There you go. I'm not going to say it, though. All right, I'm on Maltbook on Reddit. That's all that matters. Reddit is all you need, by the way. You might be too old for Reddit. I think I'm borderline too old for Reddit, but it has replaced all of my social media. It's the greatest.
I'm going to tell you, I do get on occasion answers from Reddit when I'm looking something up, like asking if a certain service is okay or this website's not a legitimate site, because I'm looking for things for my radio station and stuff like that, like different things. And you get the answers, and people will tell you, hey, I tried this one and this one didn't work. So it's kind of neat. That part's okay.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid it gets too deep for stuff that I'm not really.
Oh, dude, there's some alien, some UFO stuff on there that would turn your hair white if it wasn't already white.
No, thank you.
No?
So, Wink News issued an internal message to its staff.
Oh, okay. So this is
addressing the statements of Chief Meteorologist
weatherman,
Matt Divot.
the most popular weatherman in Southwest Florida.
Yeah, and apparently, since the station, this is the first response, formal response from the station leadership since his termination, which says sparked widespread reaction, which it was more than just local.
Oh, it was a reaction. It was rumors. It was everything.
All kinds of stuff. So the message sent by the general manager, his name is Jamie Ricks, states that while the station does not typically comment on personal matters, it felt compelled to respond due to what is described as confusion created by Devitt's public comments and alleged harassment.
Oh, my.
So, according to the memo, they dispute his claim that his termination was a complete shock. The station asserts that over the past year, Devitt met multiple times with management and human resources regarding his off-air conduct.
So what was he doing? Oh, so he was going home and taking care of his baby, and he was taking too long of a lunch, and that was why they fired him, is what the original story was.
Saying. Yeah,
that was the original story that we saw in all the newspaper articles.
And the memo claimed he received written warnings and was recently suspended, actually, and acknowledged in writing that continued violations could lead to his termination. And then the statement further alleges that Wink News became aware of Devitt spent considerable time developing a separate weather-related business in violation of his employment agreement, including the use of company property and attempts to recruit Wink employees.
So he was just using his laptop that he had from work like an idiot, thinking nobody looks at his laptop.
You can't, man.
You can't do
Whatever's
that.
for work is work.
No.
You cannot.
No.
You cannot at all.
No.
Not at all. You know, I remember the engineer told me, one of the engineers at Cumulus told me that when they were told that if they see anything on the company laptops that we had, for work, that was personal, to let HR know immediately, no matter what it was.
Oh my God! What the hell kind of country we live in? You're working at a radio
because
station.
what was happening was
the government.
People were surfing porn and stuff.
That's what the internet is for. What did Stan and Haney?
I understand
What
that.
did Stan and Haney always say when the internet got invented? Well, the internet is for porn, Stan. That's what Haney always said. The internet is for porn, and he's not wrong. That's pretty much what it's for most people.
I understand that, and it makes sense that would be what people do, and That's okay,
Sure.
but not on you can't do it with company stuff.
I mean, people do. People often do.
And I'm going to tell you here, and actually technically I was guilty
A what?
because I was dubbing pop songs.
Oh, my.
From my top 40 radio
I thought
station
you were going to
onto
say
my-
you were looking at porn when you were in the production room or something.
Oh no, I was
Okay.
downloading pop songs that were current songs
Yeah.
onto my own hard drive. So when I did dances, I had current music without paying for it.
Oh my! You know what?
Now technically, that's wrong.
Wow, that's against company. Do you follow the Stan and Haney show on the Facebook? Because I do. And I went onto Facebook today to prepare for the show. First time I've ever prepared for this podcast, by the way. And I see from 5 hours ago, the Stan and Haney show posted this. Beasley's last day in the Fort Myers Naples market is Friday, February 6th, which is today. If you're listening to this and it's a new episode. Seeking a bigger radio footprint, the company struck a $9 million with Beasley in August to buy classic rock 96 K-Rock, CHRB 103.9, and 3 FM translators, which we won't mention. Together, these, between the two companies, between Sun and Fort Myers Broadcasting, they also bought WFTX Channel 4, the Fox station. They have, so now they have the TV station, they have the CBS, the CW, and the Fox station, and they're going to have like 15 radio stations in that building now. And I think they just moved. Do you know where their new building is? I just found out the other day where their new building is.
I know they were downtown. Where are they now?
They are gone from downtown. They moved into this, I think it's a 25,000 square foot warehouse that's on Daniels, kind of across from RSW, across from the airport, like east of 75.
Yeah.
So they can survive hurricanes out there now. And it's just this big, beautiful building that they are now in with all those stations. But I guess they needed a waiver from the FCC to make all this work. And they got it.
Wow.
They don't have to sell any of the stations. They just have waivers.
That's really interesting that they don't have to do it. You know what I mean? Like, remember before at one time, that was a big no-no.
Well, there's somebody in that building who's running for office as a Republican who probably knows people, and maybe some other people who know. So you just have to know people. If you know people, you can get things done. You make the right phone calls, make the right contributions to whoever, you get things done. That's how the country works.
Yeah, I heard somebody from the other company also knew somebody from the government.
I mean, I'm not saying that's what happened.
From the FCC.
I'm not saying that's what happened,
yeah,
but it's certainly,
no.
If it were me in that position, that's what I would do.
Honestly, that's what everything is that way.
Yeah.
Everything is networking.
Yeah.
It's more about networking than anything else. It's about who you know. And
everything has always been the...
Don't burn bridges.
We used to call that the good old boy network back in the day, and it's still a thing. It just has different names now.
Still alive and well.
Yep. Well, so now the big speculation is what's going to happen to the formats of all these stations, because either K-Rock is going to go poof or Arrow 94.5 is going to go poof, and I don't think Arrow is going to go poof. Do you?
Arrow was doing fairly well as a classic.
I think they still are.
If they have no place, if people have nowhere else to go but there, they will go there.
Yeah.
And then you could take K-Rock's got a phenomenal signal,
Yes.
so you got to put something on there good. But and also Wink is like a hot AC,
Right.
so you can still use the top 40.
Right,
And
but
they have a Turbine
right,
too
yeah,
in them,
yeah.
like-
No, they're not. I don't think they're going to get rid of B103.9. They're not going to get rid of that 97.7 station they have. The
It'll be
urban.
interesting to see who they put back on. I
But-
wonder if they would reunite Stan and Haney.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think Haney can talk, so probably not.
I think Haney moved too. I think. If I'm not mistaken.
Really, I didn't hear that.
Back to the East Coast.
So I think that K-Rock, K-Rock might be a good candidate to put that conservative talk radio. They have conservative talk radio on the 92.5 signal now. Why not put that on 96.1? That's a much better signal.
If they're making money on there, I'm sure they must be.
But if they're making money on that inferior signal, why would you mess that up? If you have that shitty signal that's making money.
Yeah, sometimes when you move stuff, it doesn't always come out well.
Right. I mean, you might still make the same money on that humongous signal on 96.1 as you would on that not as great a signal on 92.5. So that would, for me, I would leave 92.5 where it is because
I don't know.
it's
That'd
making
be
money.
interesting to see what they're going to do, because there's so many. There's not a lot of holes in that. That town has
No.
way too many sticks. That town has like 20 something sticks now.
Right, and they already have Spanish on 99.3, don't they? Isn't the old 99X Spanish now, or it was sports
Yeah.
and then it went to Spanish, which makes me sad. All the stations I used to work at have all pretty much, I think everything except for Q106 has gone away. The station you and I worked at in Macon may be one of the only stations I ever worked at that still exists in the form
And the same format.
yeah, as it did 30 years ago. I think everything else I've ever worked at is gone or something else. Yeah. I mean, everything. I can't think of one station now that I say that out loud that survived except for Q106. How funny is that?
Well, those stations I worked for in Mississippi, the mom and pop shops, still classic rock to this day. From the time they signed on.
Yeah.
So they've also grown where they're playing like 80s and 90s too, not just straight up 60s and 70s.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
They have grown a lot. They've matured like you're supposed to as a classic rock.
Right.
But yeah, you're right. I don't know what you're going to do with that. They have good. That Sunny 106 has got a good station, a good sound, and so does B 103 and K Rock. All had three.
You know
good
what,
singles
dude?
in that.
I
That's
hate to
three
say
good
this,
form-
but I think that if I'm running that entire cluster, I think I know what I do at 96.1. You're gonna love it. I'm not gonna like it, but I think you make that a Christian radio station.
Yeah, because the only Christian radio station you have is Way FM there, which
Right.
is small, on the little small dial that's like 3,000 watt.
Right.
And then you have the Ave Maria
Right.
for the school, and that's Catholic radio there. That's got a good signal, but that's it.
I think you take 96 K Rock and you make it whatever that nationally syndicated satellite format is, and
Well, that's what That's what they
Cash
did
in.
with. That's what they did in Chicago.
that's what they've done in a lot of places.
That's what they did. They did that to the Loop.
Oh, they did that to the Loop. They did that to WCCC in Hartford. They did that to Mix 107.3 in DC. Oh God, who else did they do? They've done it to Houston. What is it? KDFW? Is it in Houston or Dallas? One of those big classic rock stations. KLOL or is it KD? I can't remember. But there's a lot of heritage rock stations that became Jesus and Pals Radio. And honestly, if there's money in it, I would probably do that to 96.1, which pains me to say.
Yeah, might. I think it probably be pretty popular. I mean, there's not many formats unless you want to go back to having one classic rock and one alt rock. But alt rock just doesn't. Make
No,
it
you can't.
anymore.
You can't make money. It's all about
Honestly,
making money.
alt rock. If you really think about it, alt rock survived for one reason,
Why?
and that was for the '90s rock.
Right.
Because basically the old alt rock saved the new stuff that was just not that good.
The alt rock that was on stations like 99X in Atlanta back in the 90s, that's all kind of transferred to classic rock now. A lot of it has anyway.
Yeah.
Not all of it, but a lot of it.
Most of it, a lot of that, it runs on my station because I do play everything from all those different formats on it. And it's really hard. There are songs out in the 20s, in the 2000s and 220s that are not bad, well written artists that know how to play music and actually write songs, and they sound good, and some of them rock, and some are kind of slow or whatever. But there's not much.
So I have made a decision that WRXK needs to be Christian rock. I'm gonna have to tell a friend of ours who has the ear of the big boss in that building what they should do with that station. So if it becomes Christian music or Christian talk, that was my idea. Just
Okay.
Just remember whose idea it was, Mark. And the atheist on the show thinks that 96K Rock should go Christian, and it's purely for the money. Because one thing I know about Jesus, he's bad with money because all he does is ask for more all the time, and they can make a ton of money with a 100,000 watt Jesus and Pal station.
Yeah, he doesn't really ask for money. It's the pastors that do. But they're
different. Working for him. They're middle management. That's all it is.
Yeah. But but what do you know about people that work for people? Sometimes they get a little rogue.
Like bonuses,
sometimes, don't they? Sometimes they get a little rogue. Sometimes they do things they shouldn't do. Sometimes they spend money where they shouldn't. And then they got to blame it on somebody.
All right, Mark, we've solved a lot of problems right here. Let's take a break so that we can just let them marinate for a minute. And do you have something to talk about now that I've gone through all of my show prep today, which was none.
Yes, I have a website that is actually a Facebook page that's freaking me out.
Oh, cool. I don't want to.
And you may like it.
I'm in.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
All right. Have you heard of Shock Factor AI?
No, but I'm not interested. Tell me more.
Pull up Facebook.
Okay.
And tell me and look at some of these.
What is it again? Say it again.
It just bugs me out. It really does. It freaks me out. Shock Factor AI. And because I get shocked and I watch it for a minute and I go, oh crap, I got to get out of here.
What the hell
now
is
it's
all
showing
this?
Up exactly.
Mark,
is that the weirdest crap?
What did you stumble into here, man? There's this guy with this long neck playing a bass. There's a girl dressed like a crab who's got a vagina below her chin. What is that?
I know.
Here's a monkey wearing a dress with a blowtorch, a flamethrower. I mean, what?
I'm going to put this on the Facebook page. We have to because people. If I'm going to see this, everyone's going to see.
What in the actual fuck? Here's a little girl feeding a rabbit in a high chair like it's a baby. Are these AI generated or is this old stuff?
I think so.
That's definitely AI.
But who comes up with it in their mind? Who does this?
Hey, dude, me and Eddie just came up with George Washington Carver invented everything for Black History Month. So people just like me do stuff like this. That's it.
Is that the trippiest page you've ever seen?
So far, yeah. These people with long Gene Simmons tongues in black and white riding a Vespa, yeah. What in the hell? Their tongues are just flapping in the wind. Why?
I know.
Why aren't they doing? Maybe they're on their way to do something with those tongues. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. They both got lizard tongues, though. Oh, and this girl who's got one of those giant cartoon mouths like in Beetlejuice. Oh, I don't like that. Talking to a penguin. Jesus, Mark, I feel high. I can't look at this anymore. You're right.
I know.
Oh.
I don't. I kept thinking. I could only imagine what would have been like.
Yeah, I got it.
If Facebook was around in the 70s or during the 80s when I was coming home high and I put on Facebook and go,
I got to get out
what
of that.
Yes.
All right, no, let's change the subject totally. I just stumbled onto something I posted 11 years ago on Facebook. When is your birthday? What day or month?
November.
No. End or
November.
End or beginning of November.
End
of November.
30th.
So that makes you a Sagittarius.
Sag.
Yes. That's why I like you, because you're. So here are some of the zodiacal signs. This is how they are when they're tired. If you're a Sagittarius, you just whine about it until you give up. Is that about right? Is that what you do when you're tired?
Is that how I go to sleep at night?
Yeah.
It's like, yes.
Yeah, that's about right. What? So I'm an Aries.
But that's how I do. That's actually with my life. That's exactly what I do with my life.
You just kind of
I whine about it, then I just give up.
This is. I find this to be very mine is also extremely accurate. I can't deny any of this for an Aries, which is me. What I do when I'm tired is I tell everyone to shut the fuck up so I can nap. I have told my daughter, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to just let me take a nap. That's totally. So, okay, let's go over all these. Taurus, you just fall asleep on the spot and don't care. Gemini, which is my daughter, stares blankly while you try to talk to them. That is totally what she does. She's like, are you alive? And she's sleeping with her eyes open. She freaks me out.
Oh, wow.
A Cancer does everything slowly and half-assed. Yeah, that's true. A Leo tries to stay awake and gets all grumpy about it. A Virgo just complains. That's very true. A Libra tries to distract themselves by doing something to stay awake. Scorpio will just fall asleep mid-sentence. That's true. I know way too many Scorpios. Then you, the Sag, whines and gives up. The Capricorn just gets all cranky. The Aquarius gets confused about everything and all droopy-eyed. And a Pisces will just leave and ignore everyone. The old Irish goodbye. I can respect that. I can respect that last one a lot. Look at me doing show prep today that I didn't even plan for.
Wow.
Prepping while we're on the phone with each other. That's
That's okay, though.
yeah.
It's a step in the right direction.
Don't get used to this. This is not. I couldn't make my Chat GPT or Claude work, which is embarrassing. Probably should have tried that before I called you, huh?
Yeah. No, actually, it's better when it doesn't work.
That's on me. Oh, is it? Because it doesn't feel better. I'm sorry. What were you going to talk about? You had something. What was it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, I just was wondering.
Over here. Show's over here.
Was that true? No, I'm looking at the mic. Was that true?
Yeah.
About the guy getting fired on the air.
Oh.
Was that actually true?
Okay, so but a little background here. I sent Mark a YouTube video yesterday of a guy who was on a top 40 radio station in, I forget where it was. It was somewhere in some East Coast. It was like in Virginia, maybe. I don't remember. But it was from the 90s, and he was doing 7 to midnight, and he starts bitching about the music, and he's like, you know what, I'm sick of this. We've got so much good music, never gets played on this station. So what we're going to do is we're going to play some good music. And he starts playing Boston. And then he comes back and he's talking about, I'm just exposing this audience to better music that they probably don't even know exists. You know, then he plays like Mississippi, Mississippi Queen by Mountain. And then the program director calls and is very pissed off. So he puts him on the air. And the program director's just yelling at him. And then he just says, am I on the... take me off the air. Take me... He's like, no, buddy, go ahead, yell at me on the air. Just do it now. Take me off the... And then PD finally hangs up on him. So he plays another Boston song just because Boston's so good. And then he calls back to the PD's house after that song's over. And the PD's wife answers the phone, and she said, no, he's on the way to the radio station right now. So he's not here. And then he asks her about the sexual problems that they've been having. Is that why he's so cranky? He's asking the PD's wife about their sexual problems.
I couldn't believe that.
And then the guy gets to the station and just starts beating the guy's ass in the middle of the studio with it. Turn the mic off. I'm not turning the mic off. If it was fake, it was one of the best fake things I've ever heard. It was great.
Oh, it's incredible. I could not believe what I was like. I didn't know if that was true or not. I said, oh my God, that's hilarious.
You should put a link to that up onto our Facebook if you have that kind of power. Do you know how to copy and paste things?
Yes.
Yeah?
I'm going to put that up there.
Apple C, Apple V. Yep. There you go.
Need that and then link to fire.
There you go.
Got to put both those up there.
Look at you doing things. I'm so proud of you.
I know. Sometimes I surprise myself.
And then you quickly forget because of your age. And that's okay.
And I can't remember why I was here.
Oh, why did I come in this room? What the hell did I walk in here for? I don't know. I do that all the time. I have 3, 4, I probably have 4 to 5 pairs of prescription glasses because you'd think they would always be on my face, right? No, apparently not. I wander around here at least 2 to 3 times a day looking for where did I put my damn glasses? I know. And then I have computer glasses. I only have 1 pair of computer glasses. And normally I leave them on the computer, but every now and then I'll have to run out and go somewhere. And I'll go to put my sunglasses on, so I throw my computer glasses in my sunglasses case and put my sunglasses on. And then I come home and I can't find my computer glasses because they're in my sunglasses case that I didn't put my sunglasses in. And
see, you should just get like I do. You just get 1 pair of glasses and you get the kind of turn when you go out.
No, I don't like those. I had those. I don't like them.
Yeah,
I don't like them.
I love them. I can't ask, I don't have to remember anything.
I mean, I might have to get them. It doesn't mean I like them, but I might have to get them.
They're very helpful.
I'm not excited about
handy.
any of this. Should we end the show on that depressing note?
Why not?
All right, let's just do that then. And
yeah, we're kind of close anyway.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'm looking for at least a few ideas from you about things that you think George Washington Carver could have invented, but probably didn't. But if you got some ideas, send them my way.
Let me see.
Like George Washington Carver actually invented the white wall tire. That's going to be one of them that I just made up while I was sitting here.
The wide white wall tire.
The wide, like the gangster white wall tire that were used by gangsters in the 30s. That's a good one. I'm totally going to use that. The wide gangster white wall tire. George Washington Carver was a talented man responsible for many inventions, some of which are even true.
Dashboard carpeting.
Dashboard carpeting is. What about windshield wiper delay mechanism? He could have invented that. Huh?
Well, I like that
Yeah,
one.
we're gonna do some car. George Washington, he put the car in Carver, or put the Carver in car. One of the two. We'll see which way it works out better when we write these.
He could have invented the word car, because before they were calling it an automobile.
Right. And he wanted them to call it a Carver, and the compromise was the car. That's a great one. I should be writing all these down. I should, you know what? I'm going to have to go back and listen to our podcast, which I never do. And I'm going to have to come up with some of these today. Let's see. Here's another one Eddie sent me.
Y'all, it's time for another Black History
Did we
moment
play
with
this?
me, Eriqua. And today we're talking George Washington Carver,
Yeah.
but like the remix version.
I think we did.
Fact number 143. George Washington Carver invented the peanut rocket.
Yeah, the peanut rocket. Okay. But I don't know what that is. Eddie wrote that one about the peanut rocket. I think last night we were doing these and we both ran out of credits on Sora, so we had to wait until today to make new ones. So, well, I'll have new George Washington Carver fun facts for you next week, right here on this very same phone call, Mark. You looking forward to that? I'm sure.
I am. And I guess by that time I'll have forgotten that you're making it up, and I'll buy into it again.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Have a nice week, Mark.
You too. I'll see ya.
This is how Trump got elected.
Erica and Mark.
Thank God.
The phone call.